What's going on, guys? Rewinds here, and today I'm bringing you guys my Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 79 review. And just like my Boruto chapter review, this is pretty late, I'm aware of that, but if you didn't see my previous video, I have been sick recently. Feeling pretty good now compared to before, but it definitely sidelined me for a little bit. But we're here now. I'm gonna record. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Overall, I thought this was a good to a pretty good chapter. It was mostly action, so not a crazy amount of plot progression, but it was a great action nonetheless. So it is a mixed bag, because if you're a fan of plot progression, this one didn't really advance it too far, but this was also at the same time one of those chapters where there was a lot of great action shown. So that's why I thought it was a good chapter overall rather than not. Let's talk about what happened though. So we start off with Alec being asked if he wants to be moved to the battlefield, but Alec says that he has another matter to attend to. And this honestly probably has to do with making another wish with these Dragon Balls. These Dragon Balls are kind of OP. I don't know how I feel about them being able to be used so frequently, but as long as the third wish isn't to make Alec super duper strong now, I think I'll be okay with it. But if we have another wish where someone's asking to become the strongest again, I don't think I'm going to be too happy with that. I think 2 times is a pretty good limit for me on that end. Let me know what you think of that too. But maybe, so there's some crazy theories out there for this one. What do you guys think of this possibly having to do with Frieza? Maybe Alec is gonna make some type of wish to get rid of Frieza, because Frieza is his threat, is a threat to him business wise, I guess. Another theory that I've thought of and seen around is maybe the wish could have to do with something with Bardock. I don't know exactly what they would do, but if you do recall back to chapter 78, the flashback between Bardock and Gas got cut off because of the wish that was made. So that is something I feel like they are going to show later on. So I'm wondering if it's something that's going to tie back up to the wish that Alec might make next. Let me know what you think of that. This one is probably not as likely. I mean, what are they going to do? Bring Bardock back now? What is he even going to really contribute power-wise? He would probably just come in for interactions, but I don't think it'd be something on that end, but it could have something to do with the past. Let me know what you guys think his urgent matter is. So then we cut back to Vegeta and Granola from the end of the last chapter, and we have Granola listening to Vegeta and eating the senzu bean. So in the time that this is happening, Oil and Maki are questioning Monaito, and they are about to hurt him to find out where Vegeta went. But right as they're about to do that, Granola appears and saves Monaito and sends both Oil and Maki flying. I honestly think this could have been a pretty big moment for him to kill both of them, but I guess they might have other plans for that later down the road, or maybe they're not going to kill him at all. We'll have to see, but there must have been a reason that they didn't get killed right there. They're probably going to play some type of role later in the plot again. Then we have Granola and Oatmeal getting reunited thanks to Monaito, and it was kind of a nice little reunion because Granola says about he was wrong and how he needs Oatmeal as his assist in battle. So that was a cool little thing. Nothing crazy. So then the rest of the chapter pretty much is Granola versus Gas. And the fight was pretty crazy. There was a lot that happened. It started off, Gas's main technique follows through from the last chapter, and it's him conjuring different weapons. And he definitely brought out a unique assortment of them for sure. And I really like that because it makes you wonder at first if the wish power was this or if this was a technique he had. And that was answered later. It turns out that this was a technique that was purely Gas's. And even though he might have had, his power raised, he wanted to beat Granola by just using his own technique. So the conjuring technique I think is pretty good, and I think it's pretty cool. It's something unique and different compared to what we normally see in Dragon Ball, so I like that Dragon Ball Super arc by arc is following that pattern by introducing some new things. That's something I'm always going to give props to the series for. Even though, it does have its writing flaws here and there, it definitely also has its bright moments when it comes to showcasing different kinds of techniques. So I will give them props for that. So we have a cool bunch of panels, and then eventually one that stood out to me was a kunai attack that Gas did, and that gave me a lot of Naruto vibes when I was seeing that, the way he used them, the way he threw them. And while this whole conjuring thing is happening, Granola is winning the battle. He's taking advantage. He's on top for the moment. But then Goku and Vegeta are talking about what's going on, and they explain why they think Granola's winning, even though he's not the strongest in power. So Goku and Vegeta think it could be due to the fighting style as well, whereas Granola seems to be a lot more used to his power, whereas Gas is not, and Gas is using moves a little more sloppily than Granola would be. So that was pointed out, and I like that. Um, and then we find out Gas is holding back. Turns out he's not using his full array of techniques that he just got, and that he's sticking to the one he's always had. So then he changes that. Then he starts using instant transmission and Hakai, just like Granola can. But Vegeta goes on to call Gas sloppy over here, because we're having an instant transmission battle for a little bit, and Granola is using it a lot better than Gas. So even though Gas might have more raw strength than Granola, Granola seems to have gotten a better grip of his power. And I think I like that because Granola's gone through battles with two of the other strongest people in the universe, Goku and Vegeta. So, of course, through battling them, he's definitely learned some things and evolved himself. So I like that he's beating Gas simply because of experience. I think that's pretty cool. And then pretty much to wrap up the chapter, Granola has the upper hand, and that's kind of where we get the cliffhanger. It seems like he's dominating for now, or he has the edge at least. But like I said, mostly a fighting chapter. Like I was saying before I got cut off, mostly a fighting chapter, a good fighting chapter at that. Nothing bad plot-wise, just a lot of action. Pretty solid stuff from Dragon Ball. I'm going to give this chapter somewhere around a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. Next month, I hope that we get more plot progression with this arc, because if you guys haven't heard the announcement, we are going to be getting a new arc in 2022, and that means that this arc, I would assume, would wrap up by summer at the latest. That would be my guess, unless they want to save this new arc to the end of the year, which I doubt. But it seems like this arc is going to be hitting its climax soon. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the plot progresses forward a lot next month. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter in the comments below. But that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.